And welcome in here to game number 2 of this Monday triple header in the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League 2026 edition. If you're new to the broadcast or just tuning in, my name is Hunter Mancuso. I am the sole voice of the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League this summer. I am in charge of every and all games broadcast-wise, setting up and getting everything ready, and I am getting this game ready right now. So, in game number 2, the Athletics are the away team. Eagles are the home team. They'll take the mound first. The Athletics coming off of a win in their game just a few moments ago, now looking to go back to back. They beat the Copperheads, now trying to beat the Eagles. The Athletics are 3-0, looking for their 4th straight. Meanwhile, the Eagles are 2-0, looking for their 3rd straight. Stepping in the box first will be Alex Tremble. First pitch to him. Ball number 1. We are officially underway. Nicholas Kidd will be the lefty kicking it from the mound. Some defensive alignment for the Eagles out in the field. Riley is out in left. Croy in center. Witter out in right. Maddox Myers at first. Hayden Griffith at second. David Clark at short. Gavin Housewright at third. Nicholas Kidd on the bump. And his battery mate Jackson Good behind the dish. Tremble at a 3-0 count. Lefty crime to start the day. And it's a 4-pitch walk. Tremble gets on base early. So the Athletics playing 2 today, and the Eagles playing 2 today. The Athletics play the first and second game. The Eagles will play the second and third. So 4 of the 5 teams in the league will play on this Monday triple header, as that will bring up Danny Isbell. First pitch into the lefty is ball number 1, or strike 1, excuse me. A better day for baseball as we get into the later half of the afternoon. A bunch of rain, downpour in the first game today. This one should be clear skies. That one misses outside to Danny Isbell. Trimble over there on first, working the 4 count or 4-pitch walk, and he goes. Little swing from Isbell. The throw down, not in time. It's a stolen bag for Trimble. And on the little lackadaisical swing there from Isbell, he goes down 1-2. So Nicholas Kidd looking to get the Eagles a 0 in the column, or in the run column, allowed. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Nicholas Kidd trying to not allow any runs in the first inning. Thank you. Don't know why that's so hard for me to say, but apparently it is. So Isbell at 2-2. Back-to-back lefties to start the game for the Athletics, and that count runs full. Two of 3 lefties at the top of the lineup. Isbell full count looking for the back-to-back walks, and he'll get it. So a 4-pitch walk followed by a full count walk. Nicholas Kidd not having the start he would like to this Monday, as he has allowed leadoff back-to-back walks, and that will bring up Wright. Number 22, Grayson Wright, looking to swing his bat for the first time, not today, but the first time in this game, all the Athletics got 3 or 4 at-bats apiece in their first game. The Eagles themselves will also have a bunch of at-bats between their two. 21 innings of baseball today for the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League. Wright shows bunt, gets it down. First baseman Myers crashing. He'll tag Wright out. So a little sacrifice squeeze bunt. And runners are now on second and third. So that'll bring up Mason Alcorn for the first time today. The cleanup hitter stands in with 2 runners on and only 1 gone. Big swing and a miss there from Alcorn. Alcorn starting the day at second base here in game number 2 for the Athletics, previously over at third and short in the previous game. Two runners in scoring position with only 1 out. Could be a huge day for either one of these teams. Both of these teams could still come away with 2 wins and no losses. Unfortunately, one of these teams will come away with a loss, but that is not in the cards yet. Alcorn up 2-1. Runner goes. And now Isbell will go second to third. So heads up base running by the Athletics. Get them on the board in the top half of the first. Heads up base running that I wasn't even looking at the bases. But now Alcorn, who's at a 2-1 count, will stand in with 1 runner out, 1 runner scored. Big swing and a miss there from Alcorn, and count moves to 2-2. Nicholas Kidd, the lefty, kicking it on the mound, trying to escape the inning. The 1 or the 2-2 from the lefty is hit high and deep to left field. Riley's there. He'll get underneath it. That's the second out. Isbell coming home. The throw will not be in time. It's a sac fly by Mason Alcorn. And quickly here in the first inning, the Athletics have already taken a 2-0 lead over the Eagles. Just how they drew it up coming out of their 6-5 win only a game ago, and now they're looking for back-to-back. First pitch to DeBartolomeu. Sit high up in the air, just right at first base. The first baseman Myers is there, and that's the third out. So that'll be the end of the top half of the first inning. We are in the middle half of it. The Athletics scored 2 by way of good base running and a flyout. Your score after a half inning: Athletics 2, Eagles 0. Quickly here as we head to the bottom half of the first inning here in Knoxville Catholic High School. The Athletics quickly have a 2-0 lead over the Eagles. The Eagles will swing their bats for the first time today. Due up first will be Isaac Croy. Croy playing center field for the Eagles today, trying to get some first inning magic going for them. Brady Watkins on the mound to start the game for the Athletics today. Croy sharply on the ground by third. That one will roll foul. And that'll be the first strike of the at-bat. So finally here today, it seems as though most teams have gotten their colored jerseys. So now everybody is matching. The Eagles are in all red. Athletics have been in blue this season. But the Eagles rock in the all reds. They have the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League logo. And then, of course, their number on the back. Croy looking to be a leadoff base runner here for the Eagles. The 3-1's in the dirt. And that's how both innings get started. Or that's how the first inning gets started for both teams, is a leadoff walk. And now Eagles in a good spot. So after that Isaac Croy leadoff walk, that will bring up David Clark. He's in the 2-hole today. Strike number 1 is in there to Clark. Runner goes off at first. Croy running. Clark sends this one deep into right field. Finn Piper is underneath it, and he'll put it away for the first out. That means Andrew Riley will come back up, or come up for his first at-bat. Croy on base after his leadoff walk, and one runner out after that deep fly ball. Into right field, caught by Finn Piper. A few feet short of the wall. First pitch home to Andrew Riley's in the dirt. It's 1-0. Brady Watkins, the right-hander on the mound for the Athletics today, trying to keep his 2-0 lead right where it is. The Athletics would love to take that momentum from the first game, head into the second game with it, and never look back. Has yet to find the strike zone. He's down 3-0 on Riley. Andrew Riley just misses the 4-pitch walk. Strike 1 on the corner. Croy getting big leads over off at first, and Croy goes. The throw down. Doesn't matter. It is ball 4. And meanwhile, Croy goes to third on the passed ball, so it's now runners on the corners after the 1-out walk. Tough break there for the Athletics, and the Eagles are in striking distance. If you're new here just tuning in, unfortunately we do not have view of first and third, visual view, but I am able to A, paint the corners, and B, paint the picture of the corners, and B, the little score bug in the bottom right of your screen will tell you if there's runners on first and third. Croy at third, Riley on first. Riley goes. Unfortunately, Peyton Witter fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1 back to him is back up the middle. Trimble will field it. Croy comes home. It's a 1-out knock up the middle. That scores 1 for Peyton Witter. The Eagles get one back. The score is now 2-1. Great hitting there by Witter, taking the fastball back up the middle. Back up into center field, putting another runner on base and scoring one. That'll bring up Jackson Good. Jackson Good from the left-handed box. Fouls off the first pitch. Hits the batting cages just down the left field wall, and it's 0-1. Jackson Good, the local kid, grew up here in Knoxville. High battle here through an inning and 1 out. That's how most games are here in the SMCL this season. This is the start of the second week, but as of the ending of the first week and even through the first game of the second week, we were seeing nothing but close games. No blowouts, maybe one or two here and there. Strike number 2 is in there to Jackson Good. But for the most part, they're all, 1, 2, maybe 3-run ball games. Which you have to like as a baseball fan, and for these kids who are just trying to get reps. It's a real competitive ball. That one on the ground over to second. Alcorn flips to right for 1. Back over to Dickens. No throw to first. He'll take the out at 2 and eat it. Riley over to third. Jackson Good will reach first base safely on the fielder's choice. And there's runners on the corners with 2 gone here in the first. So Hayden Griffith will swing his bat for the first time today. Griffith stands in with runners in the corners, and the tying run only 90 feet away. Brody Watkins trying to retain the lead for the Athletics. The strike number 1 from the curveball gets in there. Throw back over almost gets Jackson Good, but he gets back safely by a hair, you could say. The 1-1 home from Watkins just misses the bottom of the zone. Throw over again. This time not close. Jackson Good back safely. Griffith still at a 2-1, and it hits his helmet. So we'll hope Griffith is okay. He looks okay. That will also load up the bases. He will walk it off. That will mean bases loaded for Dylan Stenstrom. Stenstrom, the designated hitter, in a big spot. Watkins descends from first. Pitch almost hits him. That one down low. Watkins only moments away from letting the inning escape him. That one finds the outside corner. It's 2-1. Eagles still trailing 1. Riley on third. Jackson Good on second. Hayden Griffith on first. Stenstrom at the plate. Brody Watkins trying to put him away. The 2-1 home. Misses down low. It's 3-1. Big pitch here. The 3-1 is chopped on the ground at first. Will Dickens is there, and he will touch the bag for the out. So that will keep the score right where it is. We will head into the second inning. After the Eagles strand the bases loaded, it is still 2-1. Athletics retain their lead after a close call. Top of the second inning here underway at Knoxville Catholic High. Will Dickens will stand in lefty-lefty action for the third time today for the Athletics. First pitch to him gets in there at strike one. Nicholas Kidd still on the mound. Swing and a miss there from Will Dickens, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, 2 count home to Will Dickens. Hit sharply in the ground at first. Myers dives for it, but it's going to roll to the wall. Will Dickens on his horse. He'll head into second base. He will slide in safely. A leadoff double for the first baseman, Will Dickens. Good attempt there down the line by Maddox Myers over at first. Just got past his glove, and it rolled all the way to the wall almost before Peyton Witter out and right could make a play on it. Jack Fennell will come back up for his first at-bat in this game. Athletics wanting to get things going after allowing one in the bottom half of the first. Fennell fouls that one off down the first baseline. Hopefully the weather stays clear for us the rest of the day. Athletics fans, y'all are home free after this one. Eagles fans, y'all got this one and another one. But there's more blue coming out here in West Knoxville. 2-1 gets in there, or 0-1 gets in there. 0-2 now to Jack Fennell. Nicholas Kidd looking for a bounce back after the leadoff double. The lefty fires home. Fennell deep down the left field line. Going to go way foul. Loud contact, but it's still strike number 2. Another 2 count. The runner goes to third. No throw. Call it a stolen bag there for Will Dickens, and Jack Fennell will head to 1 and 2. Kid misses outside. The ball gets away from Jackson Good behind the plate. Luckily, Dickens will stay put at third, and count will advance to 2-2. 2-2 count, top half of the second. The Athletics have scored 2 runs, and Jack Fennell is number 2. Twos all over the place. Lefty kicks and fires a 2-2 to Fennell and misses down low. That will move the count full. Good work, good at bats by the Athletics here in the early parts of their second game today. Once they have gotten the lead, they have not lost it since they got it this morning. 2-1, no swing. Or the 3-2, no swing, and that's a full count walk, and that will put runners on the corners with still nobody out. Fourth lefty of the day for the Athletics is Finn Piper. He'll stand in, runners in the corners to face a lefty. That one on the ground to second. Griffith is there. He'll just take that out at first. He'll get Piper retired. Dickens comes home to score in the meantime, and it is now 3-1 Athletics. No real chance for a Hayden Griffith over at second to flip over to short. The ball was just not hit hard enough off the inner parts of the bat off of Finn Piper. And so 1 out is all they could get, and a run does come home to score. They now trail by 2. Isaiah Whited looking for his first at-bat in this one. Another runner in scoring position. Big swing and a miss there from Whited. Whited was brought in the game late in the first. Late in the first game, I should say. But he makes the start in this one. Whited going deep out to center field is Croy. He will get underneath it. That's the second out. Fennell, a little pump fake over at second. That's the second out. So after that, Isaiah Whited fly out to deep to the 8th position. That will bring up Alex Trimble for his second at-bat. Trimble is the leadoff hitter, so the lineup has officially turned over. And we are twice now through it. Trimble got on base by way of a walk in his first at-bat. Nicholas Kidd at the 30 pitch mark. First pitch to Trimble is fouled off. Kidd will step off, recompose himself, taking Jack Fennell over at second base in mind. Back-to-back innings, Kidd has allowed a run through 2. Trimble at a 1-1. He pops that one through the left side. That one's going to get to right field. Riley throws home. Fennell on his horse to play at the plate is in time. Good work by the Eagles to cut down Fennell, trying to grab the 4th run of the day for the Athletics. Good relay by Riley out there in left field, trying to and successfully nailing down the runner. The score stays right where it is. It is 3-1 Athletics as we head in the bottom half of the second inning. Bottom half of the second inning underway. A good amount of viewership piling up right now. I'm glad to see everybody tuning in. Hope I can do everybody a favor and put on a show or put on a broadcast for everybody who can't make it. First pitch up the middle of the leadoff hitter is lined into center field, and 1 pitch, 1 out. That was Reeser, who we didn't even get to talk about. But he flies out to center field to Tremble, and there's 1 out, 1 down. Anyways, that'll bring up Gavin Housewright for his first turn today. First pitch to him is in there, strike number 1. Brody Watkins still kicking it. Chopped on the ground, foul. Things move to 0-2. Watkins, his offense behind him, tallied 1 more run in the top half of the second. He would love to put a goose egg next to the Eagles' name here in their part of the second. The 0-2 fouled off. Still have not seen any 3-pitch strikeouts today. Multiple batters dragging out 0-2 counts, fighting back, working accounts full, working walks. That's what the goal of their summer is, to get better. The 0-2 almost a strikeout instead. That one just missed. Gavin Housewright stays alive. The 1-2 home from Watkins is skied in the air. Shallow right field. Piper coming in, and it's going to land just beyond Alcorn and Piper. No man's land in shallow right. And it is a 1-out knock for Gavin Housewright. Good piece of hitting there to find some grass where nobody was standing. Tough break, of course, if you're the Athletics. But you got to respect a good hit. Maddox Myers will stand in with a runner on and 1 out. Myers, the first baseman for the Eagles, has made quite a few plays over there at first base, or attempts-wise. A few diving attempts. Nothing's come of it, but you got to respect some heart trying to make a good play. Curveball gets Myers frozen, and it's 1-1. Housewright, big lead over there at first. Doesn't go. That one in the air to right field on a line to Finn Piper, who will fire it back into first. Almost gets Gavin Housewright. He was a little slow getting back. But it's a line out for Maddox Myers. That one, unfortunately, did not get down in right field. 2 gone. That will bring back up Isaac Croy. The lineup has officially turned over. Swing and a miss there from the first pitch for Croy. Down low, misses for 1-1. If anybody saw it, now that we have some good viewership in here, if anybody saw it, I did upload a video yesterday on this YouTube account called Every Home Run from Week 1 of the SMCL this week. I'll be doing that at the end of every week. So that way, if your boys or if your brothers or if your boyfriends or whoever is playing in this league and you're back home watching, you can tell them that at the end of the week his home run will be in a video. So that way they don't have to scroll back through the whole live stream to find their big moment. I write down the timestamps of all the big plays. I might start adding some other big plays in there, but for now I'll just do home runs until some other big moments come up. 3-1 pitch finds the zone. It's 3-2. That way it gives y'all something to look forward to at the end of every week and gives the boys something to look forward to. I think we had about 4 home runs last week I put in there. 3-2 runner goes. Ball in the air. 3 straight hits into right field. Finn Piper puts that one away. And that's the third out of the inning. We are through 2 full. The Athletics still lead 3-1. We'll have the third for you when we come back. Top half of the third underway, and first pitch by Denny Isbell swinging, and it's going to be a double off the wall. Didn't even have the chance to turn my microphone back on before Denny Isbell swung, and I thought that pitch was going to leave, so I'm glad it stayed in. So if there was a home run, I could call it properly for Isbell, but leadoff double off the wall for the lefty. And Athletics still making noise through 2. It's a leadoff double for Isbell. Start the third. That'll bring up Grayson Wright. He will stand in with a runner in scoring position already. Nobody out. And his team leading by 2. First pitch to Wright is in the dirt. Big miss there from Wright, and that will move even at 1-1. Nicholas Kidd still on the mound for the Eagles here in the third inning. He's got about 36 pitches thus far. We'll see how far he goes into this game. Already allowing 3 runs through only 2. Grayson Wright fouls that one off. The 2-2 home for the lefty. Just missed strike 3, and still the count will run full. Nicholas Kidd has started particularly slow in all three of his outings, or all three of his innings so far today. Dials in later in the innings, but as for right now, that is three straight innings with slow starts. The full count is hit high and deep to left field by right. Left fielder going back. He's going to make the play right at the warning track, maybe a little in front of it. So a deep fly out by right into left field, caught by Riley. Isbell stays put at second, and there's one gone. So after a loud first out, that'll bring up Mason Alcorn. The second baseman today will stand in for his second at bat. The runner on second. Strike number one is in there. Almost gets away from good. Alcorn in a spot to add another one for the Athletics, and he'll foul that one off. Just above the broadcast booth, back onto the field, and things will move to 1-2. Nice long at bats by almost every batter here today so far. No quick one pitches, maybe a few. Still no 3-pitch strikeouts. Kidd will step off and look back. Isbell, who still looms over at second with one out. Alcorn staying alive. The 2-2 home from the lefty. Fouled off. Consistent long at bats here for almost every batter today. Good baseball. Slow baseball, but good baseball. Then we'll get a timeout from Alcorn. He'll recompose himself and step back in. The 2-2 could have been strike three. Instead, it gets away from good and the count will run full. And because it got away, that will put Isbell just 90 feet away. Any sort of contact by Alcorn here could most likely score Isbell from third. And that one's on the ground is short. Clark will throw over. And the throw will not be picked by Myers at first. Alcorn will reach safely on an error. And Isbell will score. It's now 4-1. Tough going for the Eagles here in the third inning. That makes it a 1-out and 1-runner on appearance for Gavin DiBartolomeo. Big swing and a miss there from the catcher. Or, excuse me, DiBartolomeo is out left in this game. Danny Isbell is the catcher. quite a few catchers on the roster for the Athletics. Alcorn goes. No throw. The ball got away from Good. That one tied on DiBartolomeo, but called a strike nonetheless. And they'll move to 1-2. DiBartolomeo the other way. That one's gonna get to the wall. Alcorn will score easily. DiBartolomeo hustling into second base. The bang bang play, not in time. So he trades places with Alcorn out at second. Another run scores. It is now 5-1. Good knock the other way by Gavin DiBartolomeo, and we will get a pitching change here, most likely, for the Eagles. That or just a mound visit. But as of right now, the Athletics seemingly running away with this one here in the third. Up by 4. With a chance to score more. Only one gone. Will Dickens, Jackson Fennell, and Piper loom up next. Both of these teams still undefeated, so they have proved that they can win already. Eagles 2-0, Athletics 3-0. So still Nicholas Kidd on the mound. He'll face Will Dickens. Dickens 1-for-1. The 1-0 from the lefty was in the dirt. Dickens working the count pretty deep so far. It's 2-0. The left-handed first baseman for the Athletics has had himself a pretty solid summer so far. Will Dickens playing first base every game of the season as he goes to 2-1. Dickens trying to do more damage. Count moves to 3-1. Athletics showing no signs of slowing down. They are making Kidd pitch to them. They will not be swinging at much outside of the zone as they haven't all season throughout their fourth games. And it's a 3-1 walk for Will Dickens. 2 runners on. Anything hot off the bat of Jack Fennell could really make this game start to be really one way. First pitch to him. Catches the upstairs corner. It's 0-1. DiBartolomeo on second after his double the opposite way. Will Dickens over on first. Still only one out. Both runners going. The hit and run was on. Fennell fouls that one off. Both runners will head back to the original bases, and Fennell to 0-2. See if we can motion the base paths. We do not. The 0-2 skied in the air down the left field line. Clark and the left fielder converging is caught almost in left field by the shortstop, who ranged far, far away to catch that ball. Andrew Riley out in left could undoubtedly have made that catch pretty easily. Catch was still made regardless, and Fennell is retired. That'll bring back up Finn Piper, the lefty. He's 0 for 1. One out of Piper is chopped foul behind the plate, and that's the first strike of his at bat. Piper trying to do more damage. The 1-1 just catches the outside corner, excuse me. And things move to 1 and 2. Nicholas Kidd fires to Piper and misses outside. So 2's all over the place. 2-2 count with 2 outs, of course, with 2 runners on. Because if I have any excuse to say how many 2s there are, I'm going to do that. The 2-2 homer to lefty. Runners go. The throw down. Nobody is there. So it's a double steal, and that will load up the count. DiBartolomeo to third. Dickens to second. Finn Piper full count. Nicholas Kidd and Piper seeing who will win the 3-2. A big spot here in this one. And it will be Finn Piper who wins the battle. It is a 2-out full count walk. And that will load the bases for Isaiah Whited. First pitch to Whited catches the outside part of the plate. It is 0-1. Shout out to everybody who's real consistently viewing these broadcasts. I'm watching the view count go up and then down, up and then down. But I know there's a few people who have stuck with it the full stream, and I appreciate that. The 0-1 is deep down the left field line, way foul, but man, Isaiah Whited wants that one back. His eyes lit up. That would have been a 4-run shot. Instead, it's a loud strike number 1, or strike number 2, excuse me. Hit at 67 pitches. The 0-2 to Whited is in the dirt. The 1-2 home to Whited. Strike 3 caught him looking. The Athletics strand the bases loaded in what could have gotten ugly real quick. Nicholas Kidd saves what was left of the third, and we will head to the bottom half of it with the Athletics leading 5-1. Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning here at Knoxville Catholic High School. We are, of course, in Knoxville, Tennessee, the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League 2026. The Athletics currently have a 5-1 lead as we head into the bottom half of the third inning. That one back up the middle. First pitch swinging over to second. Alcorn throws over, and the first batter is retired. One up, one down. Brody Watkins still kicking it from the right-handed side of the mound. That was Clark who swung at the first pitch and grounded out to Alcorn. And that'll bring up Andrew Riley. Riley at a 2-0. Riley at a 3-0. Brody Watkins not able to find the strike zone against Andrew Riley here in Riley's second at-bat. That one finds the upstairs corner. It's 3-1. The 3-1 goes to 3-2. Good work by Brody Watkins. Riley got ahead to 3-0. Watkins battling back. Count moves full. And that one's chopped foul. Good battle by both these men. 50th pitch from Brody Watkins will be his next one. That one chopped on the ground, fouled on the first baseline. Riley and Watkins having a battle here to start the second at-bat in the third. The Eagles trying to claw their way back, trailing by 4. Full count home again. 3-2 on the ground over to third. Fennell dives over at third. Can't make the play on it. It'll roll on the left. It's a 1-out knock for Andrew Riley. So after a quick ground out, another ball on the ground. Jack Fennell made a good play on it, or a good attempt on it over at third. Couldn't get to it in time, and it rolls on the left. That will bring up Peyton Witter. First pitch to him is in there. Strike number 1. Runner goes. Riley down to second. The throw down. Got him. Good throw by Danny Isbell behind the plate to cut down the runner stealing. Looked very close from out here. Obviously, I'm not the umpire who's standing on second base. Thought he might have beat it by a hair, but instead it's the second out of the inning. Another tough break for the Eagles. Athletics still rolling hot off the momentum from the first game today. That one on the ground is short. Wright will make a sliding play on it. It'll stumble away from him. And it's a 2-out knock to short for Peyton Witter. Catcher Jackson Good will step back in. First pitch to the lefty. Moves to 0-1. Jackson Good 0 for 1 on the day. Peyton Witter over at first. That one almost hits good. Backs him off the plate. Goes to 2-1. Again, Peyton Witter over on first. And fun fact about Witter, he's one of the rare people who, or bat with his right side, but throw with his left. As that ball gets away. You don't see that very much. You normally see bat left, throw right, but Peyton Witter is bat right, throw left. Ricky Henderson, anybody? Three one pitch misses upstairs, and Jackson Good works the 3-1 walk. That'll put 2 runners on with 2 outs. Hayden Griffith coming up, trying to keep this 3rd inning alive for the Eagles. They have 2 runners on and still trail by 4. In there, strike number 1. Runner goes off a second. The curveball, strike number 2. The throw down. Just safe. That one looked more out to me than the first one did. Jackson Good to second. Peyton Witter to third. Looks as though Good might have swam around that tag. So Good heads up base running by the catcher for the Eagles. That one fouled off behind the plate. The 1-2 home curveball back to the mound. Watkins is there. He'll flip over to first. And that's a 3rd out. The Eagles strand 2 more on 2nd and 3rd. They still trail 5-1, and that'll be it through 3. We will head into the 4th inning at that score. 5-1 ball game as the fourth inning gets underway here momentarily. New pitcher on the mound, Nicholas Kidd, is relieved of his duties. Dylan Senstrom comes in. And he will face Alex Trimble, the top of the lineup, due up for the Athletics. Chopped on the ground, foul. Trimble 1 for 1. His third at bat. Trimble Isbell Wright will be due up this inning. 5-1 score. There's a big swing and a miss there. One-two to Trimble is hit high in the air just beyond the infield. Clark, the shortstop, is there. One up, one down. After that infield pop-up, Danny Isbell will come back up. In his last at-bat, he hit one so hard on a rocket that it might have left before I even got a chance to turn my microphone on. But just landed short of the wall. And he will stand back in after that solid knock. First pitch to him. The bat and the ball will both go to the backstop. That is the second time we have seen a bat get thrown today. A few of these boys might need to retape their wooden bats. It is a wooden bat league, of course. And the grip on either their batting gloves or the bat might not be strong enough. The 0-1 sent out to deep left field. Rallies there. 2 up, 2 down. Couple of flyouts for the Athletics to start the fourth. That'll bring up Grayson Wright. First pitch to Wright. Big swing and a miss. And Wright falls behind 0-1. Couple of quick at-bats to start the fourth inning for the Athletics. 0-1. Just avoids 0-2 and will move to 1-1. One home turns into 1-2. Finds the strike zone. Dylan Senstrom having a very consistent, quick fourth. 1-2. Fouled off. Dylan Stenstrom from Knoxville himself. When he's not playing pitcher, he's more of an outfielder. Throws right, bats left, as we talked about with multiple people an inning ago. The 1-2 coming. It's hit high in the air, shallow right field. Witter coming in. And it's 3 flyouts in a row for the Athletics to start the fourth inning. And that'll end it. We are halfway home. You're scored through 3.5, 5-1. Back half of game two on this Monday officially underway. We are in the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Eagles will get another shot to claw back. They are down 5-1. Brody Watkins still on the mound. First pitch home from Watkins finds the strike zone. It's 0-1. Watkins getting ahead of Stenstrom 0-2. '67th pitch underway for Watkins. Misses outside. Still no 3-pitch strikeouts today. The 1-2 gets away from Isbell behind the dish. Watkins at a 2-2. And Stenstrom fouls that one off out of play. Good long battles between multiple hitters and pitchers today. That seems to be the name of the game for the 26th season of the SMCL. Watkins at 2-2 one more time. Moves full. Good battle by Stenstrom, falling behind 0-2, working the count back to full. The 3-2 popped high in the air, about medium right field length. Finn Piper is there, 1 up, 1 down. So Stenstrom flies out, and that'll bring back up Reeser. Curveball, nasty curveball from Watkins, freezes Reeser. And things will go to 0-1. That was disgusting. That had like a foot of drop. 0-1, chops on the ground at third. Fennel crashing. The throw crosses body and the run almost picked by Dickens. It gets away. Reeser on his horse going to second. He will be credited with an infield hit and possibly a free bag on the error. So tough play for Fennel over at third. But instead of there being 2 outs, there is now a runner in scoring position. So that'll bring up Gavin Housewright with a chance to do something. Big swing and a miss there from Housewright, who's 1 for 1 in the day. Curveball, strike 2. Filthy curveball coming by way of Brody Watkins today. Reeser on second, Housewright at the dish. Watkins battling him into an 0-2. Just inside. One, two is popped high in the air. Center fielder going back. Trimble's going to make the play. Just maybe a 2 feet in front of the wall. Deep drive by Gavin Housewright, unfortunately, just to a deep part of the yard. Had he pulled that down the left field line, that probably would have been a 2-run shot. Instead, it's a second out. About 20 feet of difference from the deepest part of the yard to the shortest. First pitch to Maddox Myers is outside. It's 1-0. Watkins almost threw 4 full. We'll touch the 80th pitch right here. An 80th pitch misses upstairs. So now that the season's getting ramped up, you'd have to think these pitchers will probably go a little deeper into games than they have been. Granted, they're pitching successfully. Nasty breaking ball there. If I was Brody Watkins, I'm just throwing the curveball over and over and over again because that thing is disgusting. Another breaking ball there. Myers fouls it off. Two home to Myers. Throws him, called strike 3. They strand one at second. And that is it for the 4th inning. The score 5-1 Athletics. We are in the back third. I will have that for you when we come back. Top half of the 5th underway. First pitch from Stenstrom to Alcorn is fouled off. Alcorn, DiBartolomeo, and Dickens due up. Alcorn fouls that one out of play. He's battling. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Two little half swing. Ball misses. Count moves full. Lead off full count. It's like it hits him. That'll be a dead ball. Alcorn will get first base. And it's a leadoff hit by Bitch. That'll bring back up Gavin DiBartolomeo, the left fielder for the Athletics today. He'll battle Stenstrom for the third time. Well, he'll take his third at bat. DiBartolomeo 1 for 2. That one almost hits Gavin DiBartolomeo. Alcorn will go to second. It's a 1-1 count and an advancement on a wild pitch. Strike 2 is in there. Gavin in a solid spot. The Athletics would like some more runs. They haven't played it in a few innings. The 1-2. The left fielder takes a timeout. I'd say there was tension building on that pitch. So we'll step off and do it again. The 1-2 swung on and missed. The left fielder goes down swinging, and that's the first out of the fifth. Will Dickens steps back in for his third at bat, officially 1 for 1. That one down the middle for called strike number 1. Called strike number 2 in the corner. Dickens nods his head in disapproval, shakes his head in disapproval. 0-2 regardless. That one hit in the air on the left field line. That one's going to land just fair. Alcorn will stop at third. Dickens will stop at first. It's one out, knock the opposite way for the first baseman, and there's runners in the corners with one gone. So that'll bring back up Jack Fennell. He stayed with the bases juice in his last at bat. Comes up again with 2 runners on. Dickens goes to second. He'll be picked off in a rundown. No tag yet. Alcorn still at third. They'll tag Dickens going back to first, so he's out. That's the second out. Alcorn did not advance from third. Tough break for Dickens in a rundown, and that's the second out. 4-pitch walk for Jack Fennell. So that'll put runners back on the corners, and that'll bring up Finn Piper. Finn Piper 0 for 1 through his third now at bat. Fennell over on first. We might see some action from him. First pitch to Piper, misses down low. Six straight balls from Dylan Stenstrom. Cannot find the strike zone. Athletics seeming to be taking advantage of it. 7 straight balls from Stenstrom. Back-to-back 3-0 counts the Athletics have got themselves into. Stenstrom will throw over. Nothing going over to Fennell. The 3-0 home. There's strike number 1. 7 straight balls from Stenstrom, and he finds the strike zone. Battling back against Finn Piper. The 3-1 swung on and missed from Finn Piper. Finn Piper up 3-0. Now battle back to 3-2. Good work by Stenstrom, not losing back-to-back hitters on 4-count walks. Runs in the corners. Jack Fennell goes. Finn Piper rung up, called strike 3, strand 2. We will head to the bottom half of the 5th. Your score is still 5-1. Through 4.5, and we are in a 5-1 ball game. Athletics still lead over the Eagles. Isaac Croy, the leadoff hitter for the Eagles, due up for his next at bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day, looking to get something going here for the Eagles, who still trail by 4. First pitch on the ground over to short. Grayson Wright's there to throw across the diamond. Good pick by Will Dickens, and he's out by a hair. Didn't even have a chance to paint the scene. Isaiah Whited, the new pitcher on the mound, gets a rollover ground ball over to Grayson Wright deep in the hole and throws across his body a real strong throw over to Will Dickens at first. The pick play by the first baseman saves possibly an error. And that'll bring up Clark. He falls behind 0-1. Called strike two. Isaiah Whited working rather speedy through this Eagles lineup in the fifth. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Clark goes down on 3 pitches. Back-to-back outs for the Eagles, and they're part of the fifth. So 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Andrew Riley. The lefty will stand in against Isaiah Whited for the first time today. The lefty is 1 for 1. Whited deals first pitch home to Riley's foul out of play. Disgusting breaking ball, and Riley is down 0-2. Isaiah White gets another ground ball over to first. That one looks as though it bounced in foul territory first, so it'll be a foul ball. Riley stays alive. It's still 0-2. Riley staying alive. Battling down from 0-2, doing a good job fouling off some close pitches. Not letting Isaiah Whited have too quick of a fifth. The 0-2 home. Back-to-back strikeouts. Filthy curveball by Isaiah Whited. And he sits down the side in order. A first pitch ground out, a 3-pitch strikeout, and then another strikeout over Andrew Riley. And we are through 5 full. That is the end of the fifth. Your score is still 5-1. Very quick bottom half of the fifth, and we're quickly in the sixth. Dylan Stenstrom still on the mound. He will face Isaiah Whited, who just mowed down the Eagles in order. Whited 0 for 2 on the day. Looking for his first knock. And he might get it here. That ball deep on the left field line. And it did leave the field, maybe foul by a couple feet. So instead of a solo shot to start the inning, it is a loud strike number 1 that has happened a few times here for the Athletics in this one, where they have crushed the ball a mile out of the stadium. Just hooked it a little foul. I'm pretty sure it might have been whited both times. He loves what he's seeing from Stenstrom, who's about 40 pitches in. 1-1 turns into 1-2 after called strike 2. Stenstrom looking to replicate what Whited just did and get the side in order. Foul out of play. Stenstrom still dealing the 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. Count moves to 2-2. Two. Big swing and a miss from Isaiah Whited, and that's the first out of the inning. So a leadoff strikeout for Dylan Stenstrom, and that will turn the lineup over. It's Alex Trimble. Trimble with a shot to get some more runs on the board. He's 1 for 2 on the day. The lefty will stand in with nobody out, with nobody on and 1 out. Where in Tennessee? Any Vols fans out there? Rough going for the baseball team in the regionals. Already eliminated. I did think I saw a stat, though, that said they had the greatest or the best season ever from a first-year head coach. So they got to hang their hat on that. I know they might miss Tony Vitello a little bit. He's doing solid over there in San Francisco after winning the Vols a pennant over Texas A&M just a few years back. That was real fun to watch. A&M's doing pretty good themselves, looking to sweep up their regional. I went to school over at Texas State, a little town called San Marcos. That's just below Austin, Texas, if anybody knows where that is. But we got destroyed by A&M and then destroyed by USC. So we're right on track with the Vols. That's how college baseball goes. I'm sure some of these kids have endured some of that themselves. Maybe not to the Division I level, but I know a few of these kids might have played NAIA or JUCO up at the high level of the regionals. Danny Isbell's at the plate. Alex Trimble worked a 4-pitch walk. Just over here yapping about different college baseball. That's fine. Danny Isbell stands in at 0-1. Runner goes off of first. He'll head back. Danny Isbell fouled that one off. So Isbell bounded from a 0-2 count. He's 1 for 2 on the day. I believe this is the 4th time through. Trimble leading off of first. He looks jumpy. Doesn't go. The 0-2 outside turns into 1-2. We do have one more game after this here at Knoxville Catholic. The Eagles will take on a different opponent. This will be it for the Athletics. They already played 2 today. So every Monday over here at Knoxville Catholic, we will have a triple header this season, it appears, as for the Smoky Mountain Collegiate League. Trimble goes down. The throw will be in time. Nobody was there to catch it and tag it. Tag him, excuse me. That'll move the count to 2-2, and a runner advances into scoring position. Good battle by Isbell. Stenstrom looking to Strand a runner, only one gone. Two misses. That will move the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 5-1 your score. 1 run. Stenstrom at his 51st pitch. He's thrown 50 to number 50. Now his 51st. These Athletics really do know how to fight off close pitches. And it's back up the middle. The shortstop Clark will move over to his left, catch it out of the air, and that's the second out. So tough break for Isbell, who made solid contact. Unfortunately, Clark over at short was just in a good spot, and there's 2 down. I'll bring up Grayson Rice, 0 for 2, then the leadoff, or not the leadoff hitter today, the 3-hole hitter. First pitch to him, strike number 1. The runner goes to third. The throw, not in time. Eagles weren't paying attention, and Alex Tremble stole a free bag. Good base running aggressiveness for a team who's up 4 late in this one. Oh, 1 turns into 0-2. Fastball down the middle. Grayson Wright watched to go past him, and now 0-2 with 2 outs. Stenstrom a strike away from stranding a runner on third, trying to keep the 4-run deficit intact. The 0-2 just missed. One, two, chop foul at his feet. Grayson Wright battling. Right at a 1-2. Stenstrom deals right into left field. That one's going to get down. That will score Trimble from third. It's a 2-out knock, and they increase their lead to 5. We will be getting a pitching change, so it seems. That will be it for Stenstrom. I'll step away and be back momentarily. That'll be it for Dylan Stenstrom, and that'll bring up Gavin Housewright on the mound. He will face to Mason Alcorn. First pitch misses from Housewright. So that means Maddox Myers will go to third. Which means Peyton Witter will go to first. Which then means Stenstrom will move out to right. Alcorn at a 2-1. If you're wondering why I'm kind of naming their defensive position slowly, then not talking for a second, because I have a piece of paper written down in front of me, so I can just look down when I need to know who's playing what position. Garrett Wright, or Grayson Wright, excuse me, taking a big lead off of first. Count the 3-1, but I have a piece of paper written in front of me with the positions in the field, so just the way I know who is who. Because the game changers aren't always accurate, so I want my own accuracy. Mason Alcorn at a 3-1, and he skies this one high up on the infield. Housewright and Witter converging. Housewright will put it away for the final out of the inning. Your score 6-1. We head to the bottom half of the sixth. The Eagles down in their final six. Almost done with this one. Charlie Lofton on the mound for the Athletics. One and done for Isaiah White. Only an inning ago. First pitch home to Witter. Swung on and missed. That one catches the corner. It's 0-2. So White moves to third. I believe everything else still looks the same defensively. Maybe some change to the outfield, but I can't see that far. The 0-2 home. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Peyton Witter goes down on 3 pitches, and that's the first out of the inning. So now the Eagles down to their final 5 outs to try and claw back against the Athletics. Charlie Lofton, number 44, with his funky release. That one chopped on the ground to third. White coming across, throws over. The pick by Diggins at first, and that's a second out of the inning. That one did look a little close there to me. I know y'all can't see it, but it was a bang-bang play. The throw in the dirt. It looks like Isaiah White at third kind of hesitated to throw the ball over to Will Diggins at first. But either way, there's 2 gone quickly. So we'll bring up Jackson Good. Or, excuse me, Hayden Griffith. I was looking at the wrong one. Griffith up 2-0. Often working quickly through the first 2. In danger of losing Griffith at a 3-0 count. There he goes. Finds the strike zone with the 3-0. And bows back for 3-1. Eagles down to their final 4. The 3-1 misses outside. No, it doesn't. Called strike number 2. Hayden Griffith thought he had it. Said Charlie Lofton battles back and the count moves full. That one off the end of the bat. Shortstop giving it a look. Jumps, but it lands in no man's land. Good attempt by Grayson Wright out there turning his shoulder running for it. Fortunately, he was just hit a little too hard. It's a 2-out knock. All right, let's see what Dylan Sternstrom can do. He'll stand in with 1 runner on and 2 out. The lefty will face the funky side armor. He'll throw over. Almost get Griffith, but he's back safely. First pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Stenstrom, part of a game that they play called Pass the Bat to the Next Guy. The runner goes, the throw inside, and they will pick off, almost picked off Hope or Hayden Griffith going down. Good throw by Isbell behind the dish. Unfortunately, it was a hair offline and a hair too late. Stenstrom battling at a 1-1. Griffith jumping over there at second. 2-1. Fouled off behind the plate. Things run even at 2. Two-two coming. 2-2 in the dirt. Griffith stays put. Thought about going. This game has just reached the 2-hour mark. A little bit longer game in this one. The full count away to Stenstrom. Loses him. So working quickly with the first 2 batters. Charlie Lofton is slowed down a little bit. It has allowed back-to-back base runners. That will bring up Reeser one more time. Reeser 0 for 2. That one fouled off behind the plate. The 0-1, both runners going. And they will almost pick off Stenstrom. The ball is going to get into the outfield. That will allow Griffith to come home and score. Stenstrom moves to third. Your score now 6-2. Tough break there for the Athletics. Swing and a miss there from Reeser. Lofton a strike away. The 1-2 home in the dirt. Two. Just missed down low. No swing from Reeser. Count moves full. Full count coming. Just missed at the knees. It's another walk allowed by Charlie Lofton, and that's runners in the corners. So now with 2 runners on, that will bring up Gavin Housewright. Housewright 1 for 2. It's potential to keep the inning going. Chops that one on the ground, hard to first base, right in the glove of Will Dickens, and that's the inning. So we will head into the 7th inning. Your score is 6-2. We are in the last one. Don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. All right, let's get the 7th going here in Knoxville Catholic. Your score 6-2 after 6. Housewright still on the bump for the final inning of work for the Eagles. First pitch home, first pitch swinging, first pitch on the ground to second. The throw over, 1 pitch, 1 out. DiBartolomeo goes down in 1 pitch. That'll bring back up Will Dickens. Will Dickens 2 for 2. Looking to keep his perfect day alive at the plate. Little breaking ball Dickens chased after, fouled it off his foot. Dickens working himself into a comfortable 3-1 spot. Three one misses down low. It's a 1-out walk for Will Dickens. That'll bring back up Jack Fennell. Fennell 0 for 1 officially. This one on the ground. Griffiths is there. He'll flip over to Clark for 1. Back to Witter. Double play. 3 up, 3 down. Good defensive work by the Eagles to get out of the 7th in relatively quick fashion. And the Eagles will have their final at bat when we come back. We're almost done. We're halfway through 7. Your score is 6-2. All right, Charlie Lofton, it's your game to finish. Bottom half of the 7th. Ground ball right back to him. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start for Lofton. Can't write any better than that. I believe that was Maddox Myers, so this will be Isaac Croy back up. The top half of the lineup due up for their final chance today. Croy goes down 0-1. Croy goes down 0-2. Sends that one high on the right field line. First baseman right fielder giving it a look. And it'll go away. Foul. Count will stay at 0-2. Lofton, the 0-2 count to Croy. Just missed inside. First ball of the at-bat. That one's in the dirt. It'll skirt away from Danny Isbell. Things remain at 2-2. Lofton at about 30 pitches thus far. The Eagles down to their final 2 outs, still trailing by 4 in the bottom half of the 7th. Swing and a miss, called a foul tip. Isaac Croy stays alive by a hair. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. A 1-out strikeout moves things to 2 outs. And now here in the bottom half of the 7th inning is up to Clark with the Eagles down to their final out. Lofton looking to close the game for the Athletics. 6-2 the score. First pitch. Just missed. Ball 1. The 1-0. Called strike nonetheless. Eagles 2 strikes so down. Big swing and a miss there from Clark. Charlie Lofton a strike away from ending this one. Clark 0 for 3. Looking to keep his day alive and his team's now down to their final, striking out. The 1-2 home. Just missed down low. The Eagles hang on for another pitch. Two-two. Swung on and missed. That is the game. The Athletics shut this one down on the 7th. Your final score today, 6-2. Athletics, have yourself a day. You advance to 4-0. Eagles, you lose your first game of the season. You move to 2-1. Good battle by both of these teams today. The scoreboard doesn't really reflect it, but nonetheless, the Eagles fought till the end, and the Athletics just had the better team today. They win both games against the Copperheads and the Eagles. The Eagles are not done for the day. The Athletics are. The Eagles will stay put, and they will play another game here momentarily. So that is the end of this one. Your final score between the Athletics and the Eagles, 6-2. My name is Hunter Mancuso. I am once again your broadcaster for this game and this season. There is one more game left here today in Knoxville Catholic High School. So if you're a Smoky Mountain College fan, don't go anywhere. We're not quite done yet. If you're an Athletics fan, you've hung with me for 2 games. You're good to go. Any Eagles fans out there, you're not done yet. You got one more game. And I will see y'all there shortly. So I'll start a new live stream for that one over there. And that game will be going on here in just a few minutes. So if you're done listening to this one, thank you so much for listening.